Hello there everyone, the Jedi Brick here. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the LEGO DC Batwing Batman vs. the Joker. This set came out on August 1st of 2023 and retails for $40 here in the United States, but you can find this set for about $30 now since it's over a year old at this point, and this is supposed to be based off the 1989 version of Batman, the one with Michael Keaton. So that's the film that this is based off of, and this set has 357 pieces, is for ages 8 and up, and has two minifigures. Taking a look at the box of this set, what you see is really what you get. You have the Batwing right there with Batman in the cockpit. You have Joker over here in the background. You have this really nice box art with Batman down there in the lower right hand corner, which I do think looks really cool. You have the DC logo there up top. You have the Batwing obviously flying through Gotham City. If I show you guys the back of the box, you get this really cool picture where the Batwing is flying like right in front of the moon. It's taken pretty much right out of the 1989 Batman movies with Michael Keaton, and I think that picture is just amazing looking. I really like that a lot. I think that's very cool, a nice detail. Um, you have the stud shooters on the sides, the cockpit that opens up, the little back panel with the accessories. You also can put this on the wall. We'll talk about that in just a little bit, but yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. So let's take a look at those minifigures. So here are the two minifigures you get in the set, the Batman and the Joker. These are two really good looking minifigures. These are, like I've said, based off the Michael Keaton version of Batman, the Tim Burton movies. And I do think they have quite a bit of detail on them, and I think it looks really good. Starting off with Batman over here, he does have this newer cowl piece that he uses for his mask. It's this really cool dual molded piece right here. So you can see the eyes are actually molded on there with the white. So you can use any head that you want underneath there. And the one that they went with is they use it for Shang-Chi and Draco Malfoy. It's come in a lot of places, but I really am not a huge fan of the face that they used for him. I think there are better ones out there than what they chose. I like the angry expression on there, but I don't know, something about this face with Batman, I don't know, it's just something about it I'm not a huge fan of, but anyways, the torso print on there is really nice as well. They did a great job of transferring like all the muscles and like the texture, I guess, on this minifigure of the Michael Keaton suit. He does use a different cape piece. If you guys remember, most of the Tim Burton Batman sets with this minifigure, they have like this one piece with the helmet and the cape, like it's all one rubber piece. So they didn't do that with this one because it has to fit in the Batwing. So this is just a fabric cape, just a normal cape piece. And there you can see the detail on the back of him with the belt print that goes all the way around. A lot of great detail on Batman here, and I think that looks really cool. Nothing else really to say about this minifigure. No leg printing. I don't really think it was necessary anyways. But I do like this minifigure a lot. It's just the head that I'm not a huge fan of. I think they could have done something better with that. I just don't really know what else. But as for the Joker, I think this is a really good version of the Joker. He's got his iconic purple hat from the first movie. He's got this really nice like teal bow tie on. Of course, he's got the full purple suit. I really like the face print they gave him as well. That looks really good. Actually, let me take the hat off so you can really see the entire thing. He's got the green eyebrows there. No alternate face because it would be exposed with the back of the hat, but he does have good torso printing on the back as well. Nothing too fancy because it is just a suit that he's wearing, but I do think this is a really good minifigure as well. So here is the Batwing that comes in the set, and I already put Batman in the cockpit just so you can see what he looks like in there. But I am very pleased with the way this turned out. I thought this would be much smaller and a lot more compact than what it really is. When building this, I was surprised at the overall size of this model, and I think this looks really nice in person. So I'll start off with both like the corners and stuff, and I'll show you guys the back and everything. So we do have some like yellow tiles in the front to represent lights and everything, which is really cool. Just a little bit of extra detail. And we got some of these gray flaps on either side as well if you guys wanted to, like, as just another play feature. If you wanted to fly it around, you wanted to slow it down and everything, like give it more air resistance and stuff. I think that's really cool. Just another fun little play feature. You do have some like gray studs and everything on both sides as you get closer to the cockpit, and probably one of the best incorporations of stud shooters in a Lego set, in my opinion. They have these on both sides of the cockpit, like I mentioned earlier, and I think just overall color of like the actual stud shooter like just blends so well with the rest of the ship, the Batwing, and it just doesn't really stand out. Like you have a lot of Star Wars sets where they stick out like a sore thumb, but I think these ones were built in such a great way where it doesn't really stand out, but if you wanted to remove them, you still probably could, but it's not super in your face as a lot of other stud shooters are. So all you gotta do is press down on that gray part right there, and the studs will shoot out. Nothing that we haven't seen a million times before, but I do think that is incorporated in there so well. Like it, I mean, obviously you're gonna see it if you're looking for it, but even if you take the studs out, it just blends so well in there, and I really, really appreciate that. If I move over to the back of the model, you have like these two other fins in there, and they're kind of put at an angle, but you can move them around. I don't think they're supposed to. I don't think that was something that happened in the movies, but again, it's another little play feature that, if you wanted them to, they absolutely can. So I think that's really cool. Right behind the cockpit here, you just pull up. Well, that was not supposed to happen, but you pull up on that there, and you have a little storage container thing for some handcuffs and a batarang that I also already lost, but that just goes right back on there. And talking about the cockpit now, I already have Batman in there. You can see he has a little control panel right in front of him. He also has two on either side. It's really hard to see those when he's in there, but he does have two little stickers on slopes in there. Actually, let me just take them out so you guys can see those. So he's got buttons and stuff right there, and I think that does look pretty cool. So when you're putting him in there, you don't have to worry about the cape. It's one of those newer spongy capes, so it's not gonna like get all creased up or anything. You can like take it, you can fold it in a bunch of different ways like that, and it's, look at that, brand new. So you don't have to worry about the cape getting damaged and stuff if you have him sitting down in there with a cape. So that's not an issue. Don't worry about that. He does fit in there very well with the helmet. He does have to lean just a little bit farther back than I would have liked. About here is kind of where the limit is, where with the horns hitting the top of the cockpit, but that's to be expected on a Batman set like this that can easily be modded just by making the cockpit, like the seating area, just a little bit deeper. But anyways, now onto the bottom of the Batwing. Not a whole lot to talk about here. It is, primarily gray. I think that could have been cleaned up just a bit better if they really wanted to, but I think for just ease of the building process, I think having it lighter colors was just easier when it comes to the building process. But anyways, at the beginning of this review talking about the box art, I said you can mount this on a wall, and this is how you do it. This is one of the Technic pin pieces they use for a lot of the Lego art mosaic things, and all you have to do is like put a nail or a thumbtack or something in a wall, just slide it on in there, and it's attached to the wall. And that's how I have mine displayed when I'm not reviewing it or playing with it. I have it attached to a pin on my door, and I think that is the primary way people should display this if you're thinking about getting this set. I think having it like on a wall or just like anywhere, just like this, it looks so cool. I'm not even really doing it justice here. I gotta raise my camera just a little bit. When it looks like that, just hanging on a wall or something, oh, it looks so cool. And I'm so happy they included that feature because that is just the perfect way to display a set like this. It's perfect for, you know, if you're a little kid, you want a Batman set to play with, or if you're a teenager or like a young adult collector who can't afford like the UCS style Batwing, this is perfect like for that. It looks like the Batman logo. Like it looks very similar to the logo on the box. It's it's very good looking, and I'm so happy they like made it so it could be more than just one thing, like just a play set for kids. It can be anything, like it can be for adults too. I think that's really really cool. If I haven't already, but I'll put a picture up of how I had mine displayed, and I think it's really cool how they gave you that option to do so. So I think that is very very cool. But anyways, talking about the front or the top of the ship again, it's of course primarily black. It's Batman, just a little bit of accents with the gray and dark gray. And I love the part usage for a lot of this. It uses primarily just a lot of slopes and stuff, especially here at the front to get those curves. I think that's really, really cool. You have a lot of good part usage here too, like to get the back of the fins and everything. I think that's really nice as well. Just a picture or just a little shot of it like head on. You can see, like I guess the horns or whatever at the very front. I think those look really, really good as well. Just a really good build for a Batwing set. I think they did a great job with this. So again, here is everything that you get in the set, and looking at this at the $30 to $40 price point, I think this is a pretty good value set. I think it could have benefited from a small side build, or maybe just an extra minifigure, maybe like Danny DeVito Penguin or something. I don't know. Maybe just a little something else to make it more worth it. But I think the build for this is great. If you're gonna buy this for $30, I absolutely would. I think for a $30 set, this is great. I love the build for this. That was my main reason in buying this set in the first place was the build. I think they did a great job with it, and I love having it displayed, like I mentioned earlier, like on my wall. So I think that is a perfect way to display this set. If you guys have it or you're thinking about buying it, put it on your wall like that. It looks so good. But, with all that said, I think this is, again, probably an 8 out of 10 Lego set. I think maybe if they just changed out the head for the Batman, gave us an extra minifigure, just a really small side build, this could have been a perfect DC set. And I really don't review DC sets quite often. This is literally the second one that I've reviewed on my channel, but I think this is a great DC set. I mean, if anyone from Lego's watching, I think you should give us a bit more diversity than just Batman. We've been getting straight up only Batman sets since I think like 2020 at this point. It's been a while since we've gotten Superman, The Flash, Aquaman. I mean, there's more DC superheroes than just Batman. There's more villains than the Joker. I think they're slowly starting to realize that. We've been getting, Mr. Freeze, Catwoman, Harley Quinn, and some of the more modern Batman sets, but it's still only Batman. Maybe give us like a Robin set, Nightwing, bring back some more of these iconic characters, not just Batman. People love Batman, but people also love Superman. So there's definitely a lot more that DC can be doing and Lego than just Batman. So I really hope they do give us a little bit more from this slowly dying theme that has just been Batman for so long. But those are just my thoughts. Let me know what you guys think about this set in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. But yeah, with all that said, hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.